Hey, this is Puneet back again, and today I'm going to share with you a formula that has been shared with me by one of my subscribers, Alec from New Zealand. So, this formula helps you in three ways. The first is you can ignore blank cells and you can extract data for last 7 days and also ignore the current day as well. So, this formula is very smart if you want to build quick reports. So, make sure to watch, and now let's get started. All right, so here I have this data with date and sales. Now in the sales column, there are few dates where I don't have the data. Now what I want here, I want to average last 5 days with the sales. Now, as I said, we have a few blank cells as well. So I don't want to include these blank cells in the last 5 days. And I also don't want to include the current date in the last 5 days. So if you look at the current date and the entry, the last entry here is the same. That means this is today's data and I don't want to include this data in my average calculation. So if I want to remove these blank cells and also the last entry. So what I want here, I want these 5 values from 180 to 130 and I want average of these values. So for this, we're going to use a combination of few functions to write a formula. And the first function is the filter function. So let me enter the filter function here. That allows me to only get non-blank values from the sales column. So if I select this entire column here, the sales column, and let me just again use the same reference to the sales values. And along with this, in the first argument, I have the array, that's the sales column. And in the second argument, that is include, I have again the same sales column as an array. And here I'm going to write a condition to only return non-blank values, not equals to blank. That means non-blank. Now, the moment I hit enter, it returns all the values from the cells which are not blank. So I'm getting the actual sales values. Now from here, the next thing is to get last 6 values. Now these 6 values also include the current value, which I don't need, but I will remove it after that. So let me just get last 6 values. So I'm going to use this function called take, which is a new function and allows me to take values from an array. Now you can see here I'm using this new reference way that say D1 and hash. That means when I select D1 and enter hash, it goes down and refer to the entire dynamic array. So reason for this is because this formula, this filter function is a dynamic formula, and that is why I'm able to use this new way of referring to a range. Let me move ahead and let me enter 6 here, -6. That means last 6 values here, last six rows or last 6 days. And let me hit enter. So you can see I get last 6 values. And now further, I want to remove this last value from these last 6. And that is how I will get these 5 values, which don't include the current dates value. So I'll go ahead and use the function drop, which is the exactly opposite of the take function. With take function, you can take X number of rows from an array, and with drop function, you can drop X number of rows or cells from an array. So from these 6 values, I'm going to drop the last one. So I'm going to use -1. That means drop the last row or last cell from the array. And you can see here, I get 5 values, the last 5 values. So these last 5 values are starting from 130, which is the date 26th to 17th. The last 5 filled cells from the array. Now let me use the average function to average these 5 values. And here is my average of the last 5 days without including the current date. Now let me combine all these 5 functions into a single formula. So let me just copy it from here, the drop function, and paste it within the average function. Let me remove it here and copy it from here, paste it here, and then copy it from here and paste it here. So my formula is perfectly complete. And just like I'm using average function, you can also use the sum function to have the sum of the last 5 values instead of average.